Hi, Professor Verdis. Here is my Eagle ID. And here are the people who will be watching my speech. Rich, hearty tomato sauce, mixed in with fresh, juicy ground beef, perfectly layered with soft, tender lasagna noodles, topped off with the perfect combination of mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. Throw this in the oven and what do you get? The best baked homemade lasagna you've ever eaten, hands down. I'm sure some or most of you have eaten or enjoyed a hot, heaping plate of lasagna at some point in your life. My mother has been making homemade simple lasagna since I was a young girl. I'm not sure if you know who Giada De Laurentiis is, but she is an Italian cook. Lasagna is an Italian meal, and here is a list of the ingredients she uses for her lasagna dinner. As you can see, there are a lot of ingredients. The lasagna we're making is not near as elaborate, but it is still delicious, and the goal today, my goal is to demonstrate how to make a delicious homemade lasagna meal with fewer ingredients and making it simple and easy. First, we will go through the preparation stage, and then we will discuss how to assemble the dish into the perfect combination of ingredients. The first thing you need to do, you need to turn your burners on. One pot needs to be empty and the other pot needs to have boiling water in it. So the first step to assembling to preparing the dish, you need to brown 1 pound of hamburger meat, drain it and return it to the pot. You need to make sure that there is no pink in the hamburger meat, because if you ingest it, it will make you very sick. So I have browned some hamburger meat already due to the time limit. So I'm going to take this and drain the hamburger meat. You want to get as much as you can out to get the grease out, because it is very unhealthy, and you need to get as much out as you possibly can. So now that is drained, and I prefer ground beef. You can also use sausage or whatever meat is your favorite. So now that we've drained the hamburger meat, we're going to place it back into the pot. The next step is to add the spaghetti sauce. We use Prego traditional. It's again a preference thing. If you prefer a different type of sauce, you can use that. We're going to use almost a whole 45-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce. Next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, and again, this is, if you prefer more flavor, you can add more salt. We're also going to add a half a cup of water to get the consistency where we need it. We're going to stir this around a little bit, mix in all 3 ingredients together. Okay, while we've been doing this, I've already boiled some lasagna noodles. And now we're done with the preparation stage, and it's time to assemble the dish. You're going to need a 13 by 9 by 2 baking dish. It's going to serve about 8 to 10 people. So it's a pretty big serving. You need to spray the pan with non-stick cooking spray, whatever type is more convenient to you. So the first step to assembling, you need a ladle. I'm going to move this closer so I don't make a mess. You're going to need a ladle, and you're going to need to ladle some meat sauce onto the bottom and spread it out evenly. You're going to spread it. Now, once you've got this spread across the whole bottom, the next step, this is the more difficult step, so you're going to need to lay the lasagna noodles. This pan with this size will hold 3 lasagna noodles across the bottom. And you can move these with your finger. If they tear, it's okay. They're going to tear. But it's not a big deal as long as they're laid across the pan. Like I said, you need 3, and it's okay if the dish is not perfect. It can get a little messy, so you need to wipe your hands. The next step, you're going to put another layer of the meat sauce on top of the noodles. Just as much as you would like to spread it out evenly. Then I mentioned about the cheese. I prefer a lot of cheese, so you can put as much as you would like. We use mozzarella and Parmesan. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just sprinkling it across the whole thing. Then again, we're going to put the meat sauce, and this is a bit time consuming, so due to the amount of time that we have, I'm going to skip this step and move on. I've already pre-made a dish of lasagna, so let me get this out of the way, and I'm going to put this in the oven. And I'm going to take out the dish that I've already prepared. And it smells so good. As you can see, it's very delicious. It looks good. It smells good, so I know it's going to taste good. And all you have to do is get a spoon. My family and I enjoy it with garlic bread or a salad, so we can just get a big heaping spoonful of lasagna. It's a little bit messy, so we're going to place that in the bowl, and there you have a nice meal. Like I said, my family and I enjoy it with garlic bread, but I hope you enjoyed my demonstrative speech. So the next time you have a craving for a fantastic, simple meal, I hope that you remember this recipe and enjoy it as much as my family does. So it may not be the simplest and fastest way to prepare a meal, but it will definitely, I guarantee that it will definitely be the best.